Good morning everyone and welcome to this month's first pre-bell with William O'Neill India, dated March 1, 2023. I hope everyone's doing well considering the market volatility that we've been seeing for the last 8 to 9 days of the market session. So before we go ahead, I would like to give a very small disclaimer that any stock, any security that we might discuss in today's session should not be considered as a buy or sell recommendation, and when we are doing it just for educational purpose. So I'll not be taking your much time and start with Nifty 50's chart analysis for the day and for the week. If we talk about just the last day, Nifty breached its 200 DMA on above average volumes and closed below the 200 DMA as well. And as you can see, for the last 3 to 4 months, before that, Nifty had breached its 200 DMA in October 2022. Post that, it was holding its 200 DMA. Even during the last fall, the 369 fall, Nifty held its 200 DMA. And again, if you talk about one more thing, Nifty has been closing downwards. That is been closing in red for continuous 8 sessions for the last 8 sessions, which even during the COVID 2020 fall, Nifty falling for 8 consecutive sessions did not happen. And overall, if we talk about it from the O'Neill point of view, we are back to a downtrend. Why? Because Nifty undercut its previous lows and it did on Monday session itself. And from rally attempt, we took Nifty to a downtrend because it undercuts its correction lows and it's been making new lows as well. So if we talk about yesterday's low was around 17,255. And going forward, if Nifty stays above this low of 17,255 for 3 consecutive sessions, we'll take the market status to a rally attempt. And into a rally attempt, if we get a follow-through day, we'll take the markets to a confirmed uptrend. Talking about key news post-market, the biggest one was the Indian GDP data. The GDP data came in at 4.4% in Q3 FY23. Growth rate fell for the second straight quarter. In Q2 FY23, the growth rate was 6.3%. So it's been decelerating for 2 consecutive quarters at the moment. If you look at it, 6.3% and now 4.4%. Talking about your fiscal deficit data, the central government's fiscal deficit data for 10 months for 2023, that is FY23, has widened to 11.91 lakhs crores, which accounts for 67.8% of the full year target. If you talk about from the selling in the market or the buying in the market perspective, from the institutional perspective, then your FI sold in Indian equities worth rupees 459 crores. And as you can see in the previous, when we showed you the Nifty 50 chart, there was a huge volume spike in yesterday's session, and that can be seen with the activity with the FIIs and DIIs as well. And DIIs continue to buy in Indian equities worth rupees 4610 crores. On the company front, if we talk about it, Tata Power subsidiary Tata Power Renewable Energy has approved the allotment of convertible preference shares amounting to 2,000 crores on a preferential basis to GreenForest New Energies Bidco. And on the company front, the biggest news was from Zydus Life, as it received approval from US FDA for Apixaban Tablets. So what does the tablet do? It blocks the activity of certain clotting substances in the blood and the drug, and it has an annual sales of 18.8 billion in the US. That is the market for this particular drug. Further, the company has received approval from the US FDA for Omilstan, Midoxamil, and hydrochloroquine tablets, which are used to treat high blood pressure. And the drug has an annual sales of 41.7 million in the US. Talking about global market updates, your US markets continued to trade in a negative territory But contrary, if we talk about it, the highest volatile index, that is your Nasdaq Composite Index, was kind of flattish to slightly lower at 0.1%. Your S&P went down by 0.3% and Dow by 0.7%. Talking about your Asian markets, the rally in the Chinese stocks is still happening, and your Shanghai Exchange moved higher by 0.63%, KOSPI by 0.42%, and Nikkei was kind of flattish to minutely higher by 0.04%. Talking about SGX Nifty is indicating a muted to an opening with a slightly higher bias, but considering the market weakness and that Nifty trading below the 200 DMA, it would be very crucial during the market action if Nifty is able to reclaim its 200 DMA and it's able to reclaim the 200 DMA on volumes or not. Talking about the sectoral view, considering it from the O'Neill lens, it's very important to see which sectors are showing correction and which sectors are probably in momentum and trading above or below the 50 DMA and the 200 DMA. As you can see, many sectors along with the broader market have come into your correction phase. And as you can see, most sectors are trading below the 50 DMA, and just IT has been trading above your 50 DMA, but it's is under pressure as well. And the D-Day count has also increased. And if we look at from an off-high perspective, which I cannot show you in this table or this chart, it's still very the off-high percentage for the IT index is very high in mid-20s at the moment. And similarly, if we talk about from the 200 DMA, many sectors have reached its 200 DMA as well. Even the broader market indices are still trading below the 200 DMA, and your uh, realty indices plus your pharma and the energy and metals has been the one that has been in the consistent selling phase. And as you can see in the metal indices or the energy indices as well, have been in a selling spree because of your commodity pressures as well. So thank you, and that's it from my side. And stay tuned to the space of pre-bell with William O'Neill India, and do connect with us for the pre-bell session at 8:45